People are finally waking up to how dangerous Diddy is and how important it is that he is locked up. This leaked footage of Cassie is heartbreaking, and the fact that Diddy paid off the hotel to cover it up and continued to hold Cassie hostage is completely unacceptable. So now it's time for Diddy to get what he deserves. So let's get into it. This is a really difficult story to talk about because we've all known that Diddy is a monster, but to see it in action and to see Cassie struggle, it's hard to swallow. Recently, security footage was leaked and it shows that Diddy was attacking Cassie in a hotel back in 2016. I don't know how this footage got out. I don't know how long Diddy's been covering it up, but it makes me question, Cassie had settled with Diddy last year. I wonder if this is enough to get him arrested or criminally charged because, it was 2016, so statute of limitations. But also, I don't know if this settlement now protects him from criminal charges that he should be charged with for what he had put Cassie through. Security video aired by CNN appears to show Diddy harming singer Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel hallway in 2016. You can see that Diddy is only wearing a white towel and he's punching and kicking the R&B singer, who was his prodigy and longtime girlfriend at the time. The video shows Diddy shoving and dragging Cassie and throwing a glass vase in her direction. I cannot believe that this man is on vacation with his family when he has done things like this. He's acting like there's nothing wrong in his life and that this is normal behavior. And it's not. He got drunk, he raged, and he took it out on her. Actually, they were in the hotel room and he had punched her in the eye, so she wanted to get out of there, and that's what led to the hallway. Thank God, because now we have footage to really wake up the world to realize this guy's gotta go. There's really no going back this time. CNN did not reveal how they obtained the video. I heard some people talking about 50 Cent, but I'm not even gonna bring that up. But noted it came from a verified location and was shot at this Intercontinental Hotel. Now, in her lawsuit she filed back in November, she actually spoke about this incident. She explained that she tried to get into the elevator. He grabbed her by the back of the head and then slammed her on the ground. He then kicked her as she laid on the ground motionless before grabbing two designer bags she tried to escape with. Diddy stood over her, kicked her again, and then dragged her back to the room by the hoodie. Now, while the video has no audio, you can see that Diddy is yelling and hurling a large object at her. And really, you don't need the audio to tell that this is a messed up situation. Plus, they're in a public hotel, so I'm curious to where people were in this hotel. Where were other, people in the hallway? Could other guests hear this commotion? Did someone hear it and reported it and Diddy got them to shut up because he's so powerful? There's a lot of layers to this story. Now, I'm going to play the clip for you guys and walk through it with you, but I want to put out a disclaimer that I am blurring all the parts that include interactions, domestic violence. We're not going to include that on my channel. I don't even want to see it. I don't want you guys to see it, but I want you to see the footage so you know that it exists and I can explain to you what is happening, and you'll kind of see. It's blurred, but I just don't want to put that out there. Now you see this grown man running down the hall in a towel, looking so ridiculous, chasing her down. And obviously there has to be other rooms here, right? Yeah, look, there's a little sign in the corner that says there's different room numbers, so there's got to be, I would think, other people staying on this floor. So he gets to her and then, oh my gosh, this is when again he grabs her by the back of the hoodie. She didn't even know that he was there. I don't think she maybe heard him running up, or she's probably in shock just getting punched in the face. I feel like your senses kind of go out. So he drags her to the ground, and there he is kicking her, grabbing these bags. I don't know if they're her bags or what's going on. Cassie has a great career of her own, so she doesn't need his money. And then he's dragging her away. It's giving it's giving serial killer energy. And now, okay, so it looks like he's going back. He's got some things in his hands, and this is when we get so this is when the vase is thrown. So you see him, I don't know exactly how they have this footage. I guess this is maybe another setup in the main room, and this is when he grabs, look at him, naked in a towel and throwing a vase at her. It's just so unacceptable. 2 days later, after this incident, the pair appeared on the red carpet holding hands for the premiere of The Perfect Match. It's really sick to think that she was put through this and then expected to show face with this man just days later bruises on her body, probably still really triggered. I'm sure she's got makeup all over that black eye. And yeah, I just really don't like this. It makes me sad. It makes me genuinely sad. Like, it's hard to make these videos, but I have been making videos on TikTok. If you guys want to check out my TikTok, it's Sloan Hooks. I'm not trying to plug that right now, but I did do some updates on this right when it happened and shared even more of my thoughts on why I think it's so sad that it took to this point to where we saw this disgusting footage, and now we're really paying attention. Cassie gave us a little bit more information about what led to this physical altercation, saying that Diddy had become extremely intoxicated and punched Cassie in the face, giving her a black eye. After he fell asleep, she tried to leave the hotel, but as she exited, he woke up and began screaming at her. He followed her into the hallway while yelling at her. He grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Cassie realized that leaving Diddy would just make him more angry, and she was stuck in this vicious cycle of abuse. So she returned to the hotel room with the intention of apologizing for running away from this monster. When she returned, hotel security staff urged her to get back into a cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing that he had been beating her up and throwing things around. So people were around and they witnessed it. The complaint actually alleged that Diddy had in fact paid the hotel $50,000 for the security footage of this incident. Cassie's attorney said that the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Diddy. Words can't express the courage and fortitude that Cassie has shown in coming forward and bringing this to light. I don't think she's the one that would have released this footage. I think it would have gone against their settlement, but someone did, and it's not Cassie's fault. I mean, the hotel, I guess, would be the one to blame, but now the hotel is probably going to get in trouble for conspiring to cover up like a criminal act. I would say attempted murder, because he was throwing that glass vase around. If you threw a vase at me like that, I could die. I feel like I would die because it would just hit me in the right way where I would be beheaded. Of course, Diddy has nothing to say about this. They have not commented yet, but previously he denied everything. Cassie alleging that he had R-worded her and that he had done many things to her. As we all know, they settled, yet I don't feel like the settlement is going to hold up. She put out a statement saying that she decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that have some level of control, and she wanted to thank her family and friends and everyone for the support. They settled, but with these kind of things coming out, people are just going to dig even further, and I can't imagine it going away, which I think could be a win for Cassie. Of course, this entire situation is so tragic, nothing's a win, but if she could like get the settlement money and then also he could be exposed and criminally charged, that would be great, because she won't have to go. I don't think she would be required to speak publicly if she's not like suing him or charging him personally. If the federal government goes after him, which we've seen, they've been raiding his home, they can go after him, and she doesn't have to go out here and publicly reveal all of the terrible things and relive that trauma. She'd probably be cross-examined for some of the charges, but I also think she'd be one out of many, unfortunately. A lot of people that Diddy harmed. Remember, that lawsuit was actually settled the day after it was filed. So I wonder how much money he actually coughed up. It must have been a lot, because he's got a federal criminal trafficking investigation going on. Cassie has described a years-long torturous relationship in which he controlled her movements and subjected her to abuse. He has always denied wrongdoing. He met her in the music scene and used his power to control her for years and years. It's so sad. It's unfortunate that it takes a video like this for everyone to wake up, and I know a lot of you guys have been woken up to this for a while. Like, not saying we're like woke, but you know, we're wide awake when it comes to Diddy. Like, in fact, I think we all can agree that this guy is not cool. It's not okay. This should have happened a long time ago, but thank God it's happening now. Like, thank God. I mean, at least while he's around, so that is it gonna be like an R. Kelly? Is he gonna be locked up? Is it gonna be like a Harvey Weinstein? Is he gonna get out of it? Because honestly, up into like before this Cassie thing, I kind of felt like Diddy was getting away with it. Like I said earlier, he was on vacation with his family, chilling. Like, there's no problem. It's like I kind of had the feeling that this man felt very confident in his legal defense, and that he could like weasel his way out and just act like nothing's really going on. But yeah, it's very clear that there's something serious going on, and I hope that Cassie gets her justice, and so many others. And there's even that one guy, the one that was hired to F Cassie by Diddy, and he mysteriously like disappeared, dead, right? Like, gone. We talked about that in previous videos. So there's so many other people and other stories that could be told and exposed, and he could be punished for. So I want to see it play out. I've been talking about it on TikTok too. I said that earlier, but if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sending a lot of love to Cassie and all those other people out there that are triggered by this. Me personally, I'm also triggered by just this whole incident. I think we all have had, not all, I hope not, but we've had relationships that have not been okay before. And yeah, so Cassie's strong and it's triggering, but it's something important and we need to be there for her. So bless you guys, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye guys.